What's up guys, and welcome to this live pack opening on my channel. And today we're going to be searching for some of the man of the match players. There is man of the match Kundogan and man of the match Sheer, who are all in packs, well both of them are in packs. And also there is a pretty decent team of the week. There's team of the week Juan, Inform Magidi, Inform Pereira, Inform Janino. The list goes on, and it's a really good team of the week. In my opinion, it's not like really high rated players, but it's just players which you always wish they got an Inform, and this is kind of that week. But yeah, as always, feel free to go and check out UT Coin Traders. They're a very cheap and reliable source to buy your FIFA coins from. And now I'm going to be opening probably about 75k worth of 7.5k packs, so probably about 10. And I've got a few things to talk to you guys about. First of all, a lot of you know that I have just pretty much come back from holiday. I went to a festival in Spain called Benicassim. It was really fun. I saw, the likes of Rudimental, Arctic Monkeys, Dizzy Rascal. It was just a really fun sort of experience, and I have just managed to pull the newly transferred Boney in a pack, which I will be keeping in my club because I am very interested in using him. But yeah, honestly, this festival, it was like 40 degrees there most of the time, and you're intense, and the heat is just incredible. You have to get out of bed at like 8 in the morning, and all the acts play throughout the night, so from like midnight to 4 in the morning, so your sleeping pattern is just completely fucked up. It is really just, I don't know, it was pretty hard. It was more of an endurance test rather than anything. But yeah, after that we stayed in Barcelona with a few of my mates for a couple of nights after Benicassim, just sort of so we could get a clean shower, we could kind of relax a bit. But we actually ended up going to a club called Shocker, I think it was, which was really fun. And when I was leaving, I was with 3 of my friends, and we decided, why not go and get a taxi back, because it's around half an hour walk. And I've actually managed to get another team of the week, well, not another team of the week player, another transfer player. But yeah, the walk back from this club would have been like half an hour, 45 minutes, and at 4 in the morning around Barcelona, you don't really want to be walking the streets at that time of night, especially when you have valuables on you, like your passport for ID or whatever to get into the club, because I didn't bring my provisional, which is really stupid. But hold on a sec, we've just got another good pack. We have managed to get Boateng in a 4-1-2-2, and also Marin, who is actually a transfer player, I think. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking about the players now and just get on with the story. Basically, 3 of my mates, we got in a taxi, and, my taxi ride experience so far in Barcelona had been pretty cool. It's been fine, just kind of like back in England. But this taxi ride was like the scariest thing I've ever been on. And first of all, this guy was like, obviously, a few people might not see this as a big thing, but first of all, he was just, completely just speeding through these streets. In Barcelona, there's a lot of traffic lights, and he literally was just skipping these traffic lights at like 4 in the morning because there's not many cars about. And he was texting at the same time, and he actually saw one of his mates, who is also a taxi driver, of course, as well, and he was kind of just speeding it was kind of like you're in a film, you're in like Fast and Furious. And it was just like both the cars were like next to each other, literally going like 60-70 miles an hour and just speaking to each other casually. And that was just like, oh, you know what, like this guy is really just doesn't give a shit, does he, about anything. And I might not be able to make it sound as scary as it was, but honestly, like, we were all just shitting it. Like, this guy was just a bit nuts, if you ask me. Like, I wouldn't have liked to gone in that taxi again. But yeah, as we're going along, we're just speeding through this thing. Eventually he ended the conversation with his mate and just speeded off ahead. And this is like a 30 zone, like a 30 kilometer zone, and well, 30 kilometers an hour zone, and he was going way like double that, literally. And there's these little bollard things in Barcelona which are kind of like I don't know, like, it's hard to say, like when you're on the motorway and you have like a silver, the silver like bollard things. There was them, and we were just going around the corner, and suddenly my friend goes, like they just shout like, what are you doing to this taxi driver? And we just smashed into about a long row of these bollards, And I have to say, it was just the scariest experience, because it was like I was anticipating it, I was waiting for it to happen, and then it happened, and I was just like, what the fuck? And literally, like, the car just went completely out of control, and it really was just sort of the icing on the cake of, you know, what we're really expecting to happen, because this guy just didn't give a shit. Like, and even after this had happened, he was just like, sorry, whatever. Like, it wasn't even like, you know, a sort of sympathetic apology at all, and he just carried on texting on his phone and did whatever. And it was just like, there's a load of little things that just built up and made it just a really, really scary taxi drive, and it really did put me off taxis in Barcelona. Like, it's completely different back home in England. Like, it's in England I feel safe or whatever. Barcelona, no disrespect to anyone that lives there, but there is just, like, I don't know if I just got a dodgy taxi driver or whatever, but that was definitely one of the most scariest things that's ever happened to me in my life, because it was just like, I felt like I was genuinely going to be really, really hurt, or even just die. Like, it was scary. Probably me being drunk probably didn't help things as well, let's be honest. But yeah, also I will open a few more packs. When we're leaving the train station to get to our hostel, it cost us like €80 to get from there, and it was about a 20-minute drive, and the guy put a hat over his meter. So if any of you are going to Barcelona soon, make sure the taxi driver doesn't put the hat over the meter or covers the meter in any way, shape or form. Make sure you can see the meter, because when we came back from the hostel back to the train station, it cost us €25, so we kind of lost around €55 on one taxi ride, which is pretty fucking annoying, seeing as we were on a budget anyway. But this is going to be the last pack. As you can see here, we have managed to pull no one really that decent. But yeah, let me know if you've had any similar stories and put them in the comment section below. Maybe if, you know, there's someone that does the best story or whatever, I can give them 50k next episode, or next video. I'll try and pick it out and put it on the screen for the next video. So that's going to be it. Let me know your thoughts as well on FIFA 14. What are you looking forward to most, and what changes do you sort of, look forward to most in the game? Other than that, guys, have a nice day. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and peace.